What up, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Okay, that's normal. Uh, Welcome to the new year. Appreciate y'all joining, and 2026 hopefully is less dystopian than 2025. Probably won't be. Probably will be pretty lame, but we will see. Hmm. An update on building out more and more self-hosted services. I have, let's see, dun, dun, dun. There we go. Okay, more i2p stuff. Definitely my favorite place to kind of like search through the internet while I rant and we talk. Maybe we'll read some more stuff, but we will go back where I'm at with the home lab. So I've added Netbox. I have Link Warden. Link Warden is kind of nice. I have Pulse. Pulse is for analytics. Like I said before, I have Peanut. That's for like a graphical user face from my Nut server. Uh, Nut is going to be cool. I finally got CRX running, and it kind of works. Pretty okay. Definitely Brave is the going to be the autocomplete. The engine. You gotta be careful too. user interface. And I pretty much don't do cookies. And Brave kind of has a relatively good, clean engine. CRX in the past wasn't like really the best. What is Stranger? Oh, okay. What is a data center? Cool. Wikipedia kind of pops up. That's not, CRX is not as bad. I guess like my issue with it in the beginning was the answers were not good. But maybe with Brave's search engine now it's gonna get better, and I mean in the sense GitHub. Okay. It's doing some German shit though. Okay, cool. Alright, interesting. So maybe it's not as bad. I have glances. What the fuck's this thing doing? Is it backing up? Oh, back up. Okay. I forgot I do daily backups. So, as you should. Should always be backing up somewhere. My backups are... hopefully my backup server is good. I should probably put that in Uptime Kuma. Now my NTP server, I'm kind of like figuring that out right now. Let's do that for now. And I've been having nothing but troubles with that. I guess, oh. Ping is fine. Oh, damn. HTTP. Damn. There we go. Backup server good. I would even say that self-hosting in a high availability is kind of good, but where am I at with my usage? So I'm already using 22 gigs, 1% of my CPUs, which is fine. I'm using 900 gigs out of 8 terabytes, which is, I mean, I should probably add all these because I will be keeping all these. I'm just going to do every day between these two. I wish it was more granular. I guess I'll run now. And then I finally got NPM Plus set it up, which is the Nginx proxy manager that's going to be for... Fuck, this motherfucker looks like it's taking so long. I guess it doesn't really matter. And then Racker's sick. It's so I could do all my warranties. I put all those there, and then I'll get paperless NG at some point working. Paperless NG is going to be next, and then image would be kind of cool. I had it for a second, but it was giving me some issues. It uses quite a bit of resources, so not entirely sure. I guess we'll... Okay. I'll have to look at that later. I'll have to reset up Git. I think that'll be the move. And mine is like images and like links. LinkWarden's kind of awesome. I use LinkedIn for a really long time because I liked how minimal it was, but I kind of like LinkWarden. It's got a decent mobile app as well, so I can do my links on the go when I'm VPN'd into my network. That's relatively the smartest thing you should do instead of exposing it to the internet. I think the only other thing I need to set up is a DNS challenge for a local SSL. That's really about it. And then I'm going to be... I tried out Titanium. Not really a fan. It's cool. I don't hate it, but I'm going to go with Pi-hole for my DNS resolver with Unbound. to do all the DNS stuff. Happy New Year! Awesome, thanks, appreciate it, man. Happy New Year to you as well. So I'm gonna do Pi-hole with Unbound for my DNS resolver, and then I will have hopefully at the end of in the next couple weeks as I'm building stuff, I'll have SSL and on everything and domain names. It would be much easier to manage everything. Not that it's not like that it's less easier, because I know people say oh, just you have to keep typing stuff in terms of IP addresses, but not really. If you have a really good dashboard, you can actually just go to your dashboard. Ooh. HeidiMail is kind of good, and it's got a really good integration. It's got a lot of apps that you can integrate with it. And application list, you can add, you can do an application type, and then you can go all the way down to Proxmox, Cloudflare, MBStat, Fresh RSS, anything that you self-host. LinkedIn got that. Passable, PeerTube. You got tons. What's up, Docker? I'm running Watchtower too. Watchtower for all my Docker containers that are locally. So really lots of options. I will be looking to maybe some automation, possibly with look, Uptime Kuma, and then it has the dashboard, and then 192. What is it? 169. Ooh. T32. 2000. Okay. And then it should open. Yeah. Boom. Just like that. So this dashboard could be really cool. And then it's not. Oh, nice. Default search provider. You can use DuckDuckGo. And add possibly home search page. Oh, nice. Not as customizable as Glances, personally, but who really cares? And then you can have just your search engine right here. Now, I am shooting for 99.9% uptime. Or close. 90.999. I believe There's a search for that. Interesting. I believe for... Four nines requires a robust, high availability strategy that minimizes downtime. 52 minutes per year is the most I can be down. Yeah, to hit 99.9. What is this at? 100% uptime, obviously. I wonder if Uptime Kuma can do a year. No, it's a week. Will allow a year? Maybe it's under settings. Oh yeah. 365. Okay. What up, Jay? So, warranty's pretty based. Proxmox even gives you like, you can hover over it, but not bad. Not bad. Hopefully, I'll achieve at the end of the year the highest availability I can get, which is 99%. And in my home lab, I'm trying to find like when I want to do maintenance, like updating or anything. What would it do? I would like high availability at the router level. Maybe in the future, I'll hit that. I do have the NUT server gonna be monitoring my UPS. I wish Unify didn't suck and sell all their UPS rack. I would like a UPS in the rack personally. And the cool thing about Unify is it integrates with the system really well, even though I can just use really anything. But it was like pretty inexpensive for like the cost. My Proxmox isn't saving my subnet for some reason. What do you mean? It isn't saving your subnet. I'm setting it up my OpenSense. Again, what do you mean? Like, do you mean that like, Are you setting up OpenSense in Proxmox, or are you setting it up on your router? Oh, and I'm running Olama locally. Damn it. What the fuck? Oops. You're setting it in Proxmox. Do you have two? Do you have two NICs? Because if you don't, it makes it very It's very difficult. I've thought about virtualizing my fucking router. Oh, you do? I mean, I don't know. I don't see the point in virtualizing your router. It's kind of silly, because if Proxmox goes down, your router goes down. It's To me, it's silly to do it on the same machine. You should just put it on a separate machine, like a Raspberry Pi or something. I would just never. I would never virtualize my router on the same machine that my critical infrastructure is running on. Yeah, but it's you could just do this in G3NSNet, like GNSNet. If you're learning, just do what's it called? G3? This is a way better way to learn. It virtualizes pretty much everything. GNS3 network. You can virtualize it in Proxmox too. If you really want to learn, that would be where you should go. Personally. It's way easier. You can fuck up all you want. Cool, man. Thanks. Yeah, GNS3 is great. A lot of people that like go for their Cisco certs and stuff. I wonder if we can even install it. Oh, and there's EVENG. You can also download this on Proxmox and deploy. You can even install it in Docker. It's kind of based. Debian, boo! And then you launch it, and then it's kind of cool. I don't quote me. I haven't touched GNS3 in a long time. But it's I think you can even almost make it like live in a sense, but not exposed to the internet. And then you can learn like Cisco topologies. It's drag and drop. It's pretty cool. You can make your. I mean, these are like live environments. You have configured a basic GNS3 topology for you can create much more. I believe it also allows you to work with 4G, 5G towers. There's so many options you have. It's pretty cool. Very, if you really want to learn like networking, it's highly recommended. And then local AI too is kind of nice. Hmm. I even got so I even got a Jet KVM. And I take back everything bad I said about KVMs. I enjoy them. I'll even say that even cooler is I got the open source earbuds. Got my Pine Watch working again. It's been a very productive movement towards getting away from proprietary software. The only thing that I have that isn't completely open source is my router, which is Unify, and I had some conflicting issues with it in the last couple of months. Thinking about it, I was like, well, I'm really strict on like how I want my software to be, but the conflict kind of went away once I realized that I don't like OpenWRT, and I've used OpenSense and don't care for it, and it has a lot of powerful features that I'm just never going to use, and I've thought about it, I've tested it, I've tried it, and I just don't care for it as much. Unify just kind of works, and that's really what I want it to be, is my network to work. And Unify allows you to kind of like, it lets you host the controller and the cloud key and everything locally, so that's cool. They have a relatively good reputation about honoring no license fees, and I think that's really important. The fact that you can get you can get what do you call it? They're like, if you get their cameras, there's no license, there's no cloud fee. You can do it all local, and that's all that matters. As long as it's all local and they honor their commitment to the lack of licensing, I actually think Unify is doing the right thing. I mean, is it lame and gay that they're doing proprietary software? Sure, kind of. But if they give users no subscription control and they allow you to exit very easily, which they do, they allow you to you can download all your config files and go somewhere else. I think that is in the spirit of in user freedom. At the end of the day, they just make such a good product. It's like you're like, well, where else should I go? OpenWRT looks like shit, but that's not the only thing. I just don't care for it. Like, and then PFSense, just like OpenSense, I don't really have a need for the power user parts of it. It's just not my thing. It's not my cup of tea. If I were to put anything in my house differently, maybe Cisco, if there wasn't cost and arm and log. I hear there's a lot of good things about MikroTik. But I just never came across a need for it. I've went through it in a sense. I went through like, what does it offer in a sense, but nothing that I could really think about. Unify just makes everything kind of easy. Their DNS though, their local DNS name server, not the greatest, and there's some things I don't like about it, but otherwise it's pretty great. All looks good. Backup's done. Nice. Let me see. There we go. There's my backup server. No valid subscription. We get it. Okay, so it looks like we did some backups. Eight of them. And only 7 gigs. What how based? It would take me 60 years to fill up everything. But I haven't gotten to the movies yet. Which is kind of awesome, because the fact that it's my backups used to eat terabytes of data. Now it's like not even close, which is a good thing. The only thing that I need to work on and get functional and need is definitely notifications. I do have a simple notifications of sending stuff through Discord, but I want to use something more open source like Netify, etc., etc. It's kind of hard to get all that to work behind a firewall, and if I want to do it via email, I need to run my own email server, and I got to figure out how to connect it all together. but I did find kind of a solution called Mail Rise and then a prize, app Rise as well. Maybe some solutions that I'll have in the future would be kind of sick to be able to get alerts like, hey, your backup failed, or like, hey, your storage pool is like going. I mean, that's what do you call it? That's literally what Pulse is for. Pulse is very good at what it does. And then Password Manager, I'm considering Passbolt. The only thing that doesn't make sense is saying it hasn't done backup in like 5 days or something. When's the last backup done? I should try to get my NTP server up and running soon, though, so that it can allow my system to be in sync relatively well. That's kind of like my only fear, is that all this will start drifting and then I'll have to figure it out. I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon, but I know that NTP servers locally are more efficient and it should be done. I do have GPS dongle I'm going to try it out with, which would be sick. I want to know why Pulse is saying stuff. It's going like this is. Maybe it needs an update or something. Most of the time the updates will fix something. Okay. Why are you making that server? What server? Like, what do you mean? Oh, the time server? So when I implement Ceph in the future and Proxmox clusters, they kind of suffer from time. They can suffer from time drifting if time isn't accurate. So having a first off, actually, this kind of goes into a privacy thing and a security thing and a precision thing. So NTP isn't secure, NTP isn't encrypted by default. There is another protocol called SNTP, which is the end-to-end encrypted version of it, but it's not supported everywhere, and a lot of distributions don't ship with it by default, and I don't think that there is a lot that are implementing it. By turning a Raspberry Pi or getting a dedicated NTP server, a Sturdium 1 Sturdium, on your local area network that's using satellite. That's very precise, by the way, because I tested it and I saw down to my street level. Hence why I would never show how to set it up like live, because it'd be retarded. You essentially are making sure you use a GPS dongle with a Raspberry Pi, and then if you want really accurate, you can get something called a PTP, which is a pulse transceiver per second, or like it's pretty much a way to be like millionths of a microsecond or something, like accurate. But you can get away with like regular like GPS NTP. This helps from a privacy standpoint, because then you can't fall victim to man-in-the-middle attack with timing, and then you don't have to worry about the encryption standpoint, because you're doing all the time keeping and receiving locally, and then you want to make sure that all your machines are locally synced to the T. This is and because it's all synced locally to the T, you run into the less of the problem that you can run into of time drifting, with especially running a high availability cluster. And you can, it'll, especially if you get like really precise time, you can make sure critical applications are always in sync within like millionths of like a microsecond or something. So from a privacy and security standpoint, it's far better, and it's just cool. It's cool. Once you like kind of set it up, you kind of learn how like time works and how computers time works to a certain degree. And you're using satellites, which is even cooler. So you're not reliant. Now, there's different ways you can approach this with different modules and attachments, but the easiest way is USB dongle. It has to be it has to be able to see the sky. It can't be indoors. So keep that in mind. The best option is to put it outside. In all honesty, it's just better, but it's cool. It's a cool. You can buy them. They're just kind of expensive, and then you got to trust that. You got to trust them to a certain degree, that there's nothing malicious, because you're just buying random hardware. I mean, Raspberry Pi's at least got an okayish reputation, and GPS dongles they're kind of like You got to trust it still. But it's very accurate. IBRB. Back in time. And speaking of time, Oh yeah, that's what it is. I would say that notifications is probably the second most important in a whole lab. Knowing when something fucks up. Okay, sources. See if this goes open. Oh, interesting. Can we change the background? Can there be dark mode? Oh, no dark mode? My my eyes. Interesting. Okay. Lame. God, why does the darknet have to? The darknet uses too many light pages. Unironically. Let's see this. This is Taiwan. Yingmin's blog. I gotta find a way to mirror my blog on i2p. Maybe IPFS. That'd be kind of cool. Be very sick. Maybe? Okay, nice. Alright, okay, maybe not nice. Can't read. Taiwanese? Is that how you say it? Ticketmaster? All right, cool. Guys, I will be back tomorrow with more content. Thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all. And don't forget to walk and wash your snail. Otherwise, you will be visited by an uncomfortable demon ghost for the rest of your life. Make sure you comment on the video so that YouTube knows I'm a real person. And I do not hate their policies. I love everything about them. They're super cool, super based.